The next morning at 8 a.m., the hotel room where Wayan was staying with her son was knocked on. Wayan told Asha to open the door because she knew who it was and she doesn't want to give Lily any more evidence. Asha opened the door and let the four inside. I'm sorry I didn't open the door for you all. We don't mind, dear. Why are you standing? Come sit with us. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Jian Bora, Jungkook's mom. Jungkook, tell her something about us. Why are you quiet? Mom, can you stop embarrassed? His mom smacked him on the head. Jungkook said, Yo, this is my family. My mom, dad. Wayan bowed a little to them. Come here, dear. One came near them and Mrs. Zian made her sit down. How are you, dear? Asking, patting her on the back. One looked at Jungkook before answering her. Jungkook nodded at her with a smile. Yes, I'm fine, Mrs. Jian. Thank you for asking. No one has asked me before. Tears welled up in her eyes and she stopped them before falling properly, which didn't go unnoticed by Jungkook and his mom. I will go and bring Adam here. Saying this, she hurried into the room to hide her tears. Jungkook got worried, but he didn't want to make others worry too, so he starved himself to following her. Mrs. Jian also was in the same situation as Jungkook. Asha was standing there, not know what to do. She thinks to give the guests juice in the meantime when they were waiting for Adam. Wine walked into the room and covered her mouth with her hands to keep her noise out and started to cry. She wanted her mother to be with her and to comfort her through everything, but she knew that was impossible. She washed her face and took the sleeping Adam with her. Jungkook's mother took the sleeping baby in her arms and sat next to her husband. Adam stirred slightly from his sleep, but didn't wake up. Jungkook's mom and dad looked at each other and smiled at the boy's facial features. He looks exactly like his father Jungkook when he was younger, right, honey? Mr. Jia nodded his head and stroked the sleeping boy's cheeks. Really, mom? Does he look like me? Yes, 90% he looks like you. You have made many mistakes since your childhood, but the result of this mistake is the best. Wine blessed us this. Jungkook whined and the other laughed. Uncle, you know what? Wine always complained about her son not having any of her features. She complained about it 3 times a day. Asha, I'm paying to embarrass me when you have time. Go get juice for everyone. I already gave them juice. I know how to invite guests, unlike you. Adam wakes up from his sleep after hearing the others arguing and start to cry when he finds himself in the lap of someone he doesn't know. Jungkook picked Adam up and started rocking him back and forth before Wayan could take Adam from his mother. Hearing his father's voice, the crying boy calmed down a bit and snuggled into his father's chest. The room was silent and only the sound of Adam's sniffle could be heard. After Adam calms down, Jungkook pulled Adam off the chest and shows his parents. Adam, look who has come to meet you, your grandmother and grandfather. They even bought chocolate and toys for Adam. He kissed the sniffling boy's cheeks a few times. Won't my Adam baby come to grandma? I thought of giving you these toys and chocolates. Hearing the words toys and chocolate, Adam looked at his father before reaching his hands out to Mrs. Jian to take him out from his father's hand. Mrs. Jian took him from Jungkook's arms and sat down in her previous place with Adam on her lap. Mr. Jian took a toy out of the bag and gave it to Adam. Adam looked at his mom and dad before taking the toy from his grandfather. His eyes sparkled with joy as he picked up the toy. After spending the day with their grandson, Jungkook's parents headed back to their Busan home. Wayan and Jungkook are forced them to stay there, but they went back. Wayan and Adam are going back to India tomorrow, so Jungkook stayed with them at the hotel. He had informed the company that he needed a day off tomorrow due to his personal issues. They had a flight at 4:30 p.m., so she planned to spend time with Adam until then. It's 12:30 now. Jungkook and Adam are sharing a bed like that day. Wayan is sleeping on the sofa. Jungkook woke up from his nap to drink some water and that's when he noticed Wayan wasn't on the couch. Confused, he got out of the bed and started looking for Wayan. He noticed her sitting on the balcony looking at the sky. As he approached, he noticed tears running from her eyes. He sat beside her and observed every feature of her face. He gently grabbed her hand and stroked it lightly, causing Oyen to startle slightly and open her eyes. When she saw Jungkook in front of her, she wiped her tears hard and pulled her hand away from his grip. He got up from her seat and tried to walk into the room, but before she could, Jungkook pulled her into his side, made her bumped into his well-built chest. She said softly as he wrapped his arms around her. You can cry as much as you want. I won't judge you. You are the mother of my son, so there is an indefendable bond between us. I don't know why you are crying, but something inside me tells me that our Adam is the one of the reason for these tears. Owen slowly wrapped her arms around him and rested her head on his chest. If you feel like sharing what happened, I'm here to listen. You can share. I promise I won't tell anyone. If you share it with anyone, your heart will be also find some peace. What did I do wrong? Why does everyone hate me? Was it my fault that I was born a girl? Am I wrong in choosing in this field? I also want to live like others. But why do they always try to spoil my peace? Don't I deserve to live a peaceful life? I'm so tired because of this life. You have a cute little being, Owen. It's only because of him that I have come this far, but I can no longer fight the world. I'm so tired. Tell me what happened. Why are you suddenly talking like this? I'm going to do a new film next week and they have already given me an advice. I told them condition first before agreeing to it. And they agreed but now suddenly they put a condition. They asked me to share my bed with the actor and the director of the film. If not, they threatened me to remove it from the film. I have asked them to remove me from the film, but they are asking me to return the money. I'm willing to return their money, but they have a photo of me with Adam. Jungkook clenches his hand into his fist when she says they asked her to share bed with them. He doesn't know why he is angry. Now they are using Adam's name to threaten you, aren't they? He can feel her nodding her head against his chest. Then let them tell. Owen pulled her off from his chest in shock. Jungkook said calmly, seeing his shocked face. Let them tell. How many days are you going to hide Adam's identity from this world? Do you think you can hide him from this world for long? One day everything will come to light. Why not now? Jungkook, are you out of your mind? What about you, your members, your team? Jungkook covered her mouth with his hand. Listen to me fully. Why are you bringing up my name? Tell the world what happened, but hide me from it. Explain to the whole world about Adam and how he came into your life. But you don't know who is the father of the child. It's because you were drugged. When you woke up the next day, you didn't see anyone beside you. Say it like this. Owen looked at him with blinking eyes and open mouth. After a few minutes, he says, I can tell the world about Adam so this problem will be solved. But I have another problem, which become more complicated if I do as you say. Another one? Why nodded with a heavy sigh. Lily, do you remember the girl who gave details about Adam to you? Jungkook nodded but with great confusion on his face. She was once my friend. Lily and Asha have been with me through my tough times. They know every detail about me. Lily's brother was working in a company and one day he raped a girl who worked under him in our company. The girl was poor so no one tried to give her justice, knowing that Lily was my best friend. When the woman shot them, Lily tried to kill her. I stood up for the girl when I came to know about it through someone. Lily tried to convince me, but I just did what felt right to me. So she and her brother got 15 years in prison. She thinks that the life is ruined because of me. So they both wanted to destroy me. They want to destroy my reputation. They both escaped from prison 3 months ago and now they both follow me wherever I go and whatever I do. Yesterday she sent me some photos and if the photos get leaked, it will end your career too. What photos? How can this How can those photos ruin our lives and careers? Look at this. Saying this, she shows Jungkook the photos Lily sent. Jungkook widened his eyes in shock when she saw the photos. Oh my god, what are we going to do about it? I don't know. But we need to do something about it before she does something stupid like she said. At least for Adam and you, we have to do something. First, we need to make sure that you and Adam won't get affected by this problem. She was saying this while looking at the tiny figure sleeping on the bed in the room. Jungkook looked at her with surprised eyes. How many problems can a 24 years old face alone? But still, she wants to keep her son and son's father away from the problem. For the first time since meeting her, he felt an unknown feeling in his heart. He wants to hug her tight and tell her that he will be there for them. He wants to tell her badly, let Lily tell the whole world about Adam and who is the Adam father. But he is not a solo artist, and if something like this happened, his entire group's career will end. He didn't want to happen. He was sure that some kind of strange feelings for her had begun to grow in his heart. Even though her face is full of worries, her face shines in the moonlight. He was glad he spent the night with Wayan and not with any other girls. Anyone in Wayan's plans would have tried to take advantage of Adam, but this girl standing in front of him never tried to do that. Wayan was staring at the sleeping figure. Jungkook asked her to bring her back to reality. How are you going to tackle this problem? Do you have any idea? Wayne shook her head as no, but she looked at him hopefully. May I use your name if you don't mind? Don't worry, I won't let them know you are Adam's father. Yes, you can use it, but what are you going to do? He looked at her confused, but she gave him a smirk.